Think First made every inch of the running so far. Callan was positive from the stalls. He wanted to make the running, and he's been allowed to do so far. They're still nudging 34 miles an hour or so as they head inside the last half mile. Castleway and the Royal Blue is a close second, and Tower of London waiting in the wings. Then St George, Land Legend in a white jacket against the running rail, and Klondike is just about last of all. And the pace has quickened now. They're 37-38 miles an hour as they come for the final three, about to run downhill. Think First being asked for more. Castleway driven up by Buick now, mounting his challenge. More nudging away in behind. He's got nowhere to go at the moment on Tower of London in the purple and white. He's rather trapped on heels, held in by the grey St George, who's making his effort. Klondike on the extreme right is running on. Now Moore finds daylight under the fence and delivers Tower of London to challenge Castleway and St George as they climb inside the last furlong. It's Castleway, Tower of London and St George, though, forming a pincer movement. Three of them diving for the line in the Bahrain Trophy. It's going to be a finish of inches here. Castleway, nose down from Tower of London, St George. They're off. The Group 2 Kingdom of Bahrain July Stakes outside of Toca Madeira. Pale Jacket in the centre got away well. Pyrrhus Sangue's racing on the extreme right and is up with the leaders. The grey racing down the middle of the track. Maximum Impact tracks them. Malk in a light blue jacket, only a couple of lengths off the lead, followed by Mountain Bear in the dark blue, and then Thunder Blue, the violet and white quarters on the cap, with Chief Manicato on the extreme left, the red cap being followed through towards the far side by Lake Forest in the dark blue and white, and just saw the white sleeves and cap as the back marker as they move through halfway in the July Stakes. Well grouped, it's just about Pyrrhus Sangue, dark jacket with the pale sleeves, to Toca Madeira, Maximum Impact near side. Thunder Blue in a violet jacket is coming there quite powerfully. Malk in the light blue on the extreme right is ridden along. Mountain Bear, the dark blue in behind. Just Saw, the other of the greys, white cap, white sleeves, moving through, followed by Lake Forest. Chief Mankato on the extreme left, a little off them, climbing now inside the last furlong. Toca Madeira, pale jacket. Here's Just Saw, though, right down the middle, coming storming through. Lake Forest running on the far side, but leaning left, and from last to first under Jim Crowley, it's Just Saw who wins the July Stakes. Off 6 furlongs, the bet 365 handicap. Redemption Time red cap was slightly slowly away. Nose bounded Washington Heights away well, and so too Quinault down the centre with the green sleeves and cap, and towards the near side, the stand side, Dark 30 in the purple and white is also showing bright speed, being chased by Animate in a yellow jacket, and Ferris is just behind the leaders as well. So they spear down the middle of the race course, and it's Quinault and Dark 30 who has the purple sleeves who lead up to the nose bounded Washington Heights, and Ferris in behind in the green and yellow. Millstream with the white cap on the extreme right is Frankness, and then Rousing Encore light blue with a purple cap, being followed through by Executive Decision and Tajala. Tough Enough is well back with Redemption Time and Animate. Second from the left is B Frank. Further left, Eminency being ridden along. Alpha Capture is the back marker, and Dark 30 and Quinault lead as they race down into the dip. Here's Millstream there with a white cap moving through to mount a powerful challenge, climbing now inside the last furlong. Quinault the green cap, Millstream the white cap, two old foes fighting out the finish of the bet 365 handicap. Quinault, Millstream on the far side, very little between them, goes to the judge. Adayar in the all-blue poise, still swinging away in the hands of Will Buick. Isra making his effort now as Adayar comes sweeping on by and moves through to take over, coming down inside the final 2.5 furlongs. Adayar asked to stretch by Buick. Isra, though, is going with him out on the right. They've quickly dropped Global Storm. There's been nothing at all from Grand Alliance, and Adayar is now going to work, and Isra is looking threatening as they race down into the dip, but Isra noses ahead. Adayar really having to work here as they climb inside the furlong, and Isra is beginning to assert. Adayar leaning left, he can't offer anything else, and he looks leg weary close home, and Isra is powering away, going to be eased close home by Jim Crowley. Isra wins the Princess of Wales' Stakes and turns over Adayar. Global Storm in third and Grand Alliance in fourth.
Isra is by a champion, he's out of a champion. He's not a champion, but he's a very good horse, and he's won the Group 2 Princess of Wales Stakes for the outfit that raced his Simon O'Hara and his Down the Oaks winner Tagruda Shadwell.
They're off. 6 furlongs, 1,200 metres ahead of them. Kita Kotai towards the right in the black and white, just edge left leading the stalls, but got away well. So too down the centre, Lexington Bell in the light blue. And towards the left, probably the overall leader is Jumeirah Breeze in the yellow with the blue sleeves, tracked there by the all blue of Dubai Treasure. So they head towards the end of a couple of furlongs. It's Jumeirah Breeze giving a lead to Dubai Treasure, second from the left. Lexington Bell with the white face down the centre alongside Sacred Angel with the orange cap. Kita Kotai out on the extreme right, followed there by Suicide Blonde with the black cap and Bourgeoisie in a yellow jacket. Rating in the purple and white diamonds, purple sleeves is being ridden along. In behind Ornalea, violet jacket looking for a way through. Misinformation is just about last, and they're running downhill inside the last couple of furlongs. Dubai Treasure, the raw blue, Kita Kotai, the black and white, and Sacred Angel, the orange cap, the leading three as now they ascend for the last furlong. Sacred Angel, Kita Kotai, Dubai Treasure, Bourgeoisie in a yellow jacket is keeping on, and down the near side Ornalea has found daylight, also running on late, but it's Sacred Angel in front. 2 on the day for Buick. Sacred Angel nudged out to make sure. Going along at around about 38, 39 miles an hour. New Endeavour sitting a close second. Embesto Yellow Jacket disputing third with Mostopshire. Imperial Emperor now on the extreme left, asked to get a bit closer by Will Buick as they move through halfway. And Wildfell and John Egan in the black and pink racing in touch in rear. So Nostrum on the right, leading them down to the final 3 furlongs. More still sitting quietly. New Endeavour still close up though, the maroon and yellow out on the left, now being asked for more. Imperial Empress second from the left. Mostopshire is shaken up. Embesto Yellow Jacket is getting into it, ridden now as they race down into the dip. Nostrum still bowling along in front, swinging along in front. Now more asks him to stretch as they meet rising ground, and Nostrum quickens up, 40 miles an hour coming inside the furlong. 3, 4, 5 lengths ahead. Embesto chasing, but chasing shadows. We had to wait for his return, but the wait was worth it. Nostrum back with a bang. Wins us to Henry Cecil from Embesto. New Endeavour in third. And the beige silks is held up just a couple of lengths off the pace. So well grouped as they move down towards the halfway point, nudging nearly 40 miles an hour. They're inside 12 seconds for the last furlong. Little more than 3 lengths covering the whole field. Second from the right, Titian. On the extreme right, Glenfinnan. United Front in the noseband, first to be driven along, loses a bit of ground as Bling on the music in the mauve. And second from the left, Bodegan begin to move into this. On the extreme left, Darkness is another one who's on the move. They're running downhill now for the last quarter mile, and Darkness has moved through in the light blue colours to just about take a narrow lead here from Titian, who's battling on. Then Glenfinnan on the right. Bodegan is backing out of it. Great Guardian in the blue and white keeping on in behind. Darkness is edging left but is in front as they come deep inside the furlong from Titian and Glenfinnan, and Darkness running on strongly. Serona making late gains for a place, but Darkness inches home. Serona might have been out for second ahead of Titian.